You are God. There is nothing that is not God. The grand wind pushing through what we call the Big Bang. And everything that exists in the universe is moving at the trajectory of the motion that came through the Big Bang. All entangled within itself. An undulating singularity that has lots and lots of diverging whirlwinds that end up making planets and people and galaxies, and all the galaxies flow along little rivers, and they're all flowing on this, like they're floating all in the same direction, and all of it pinpoints back to this point where it big banged. It's all coming out of there in a grand spherical swirl that's as big as the universe. Just pushing into the future.
And so we have this now to contend with in this condition. We're limited, we have parameters.
Well, we can't do the impossible.
Then how can you be God and not do the impossible?
God would never presume to do. God bees.
So even God can't do the impossible.
God cannot not be God.
Except that we forget we're God. And then for that moment we're not God.
No. Just because a person's under a delusion doesn't mean that that delusion is true.
No, but most people aren't living in true consciousness. They're under the control by this whole system.
A massive brainwashing scheme.
And it's been very effective.
And natural.
And natural. So that's what, now we have to figure this out. Where we go from here.
Well, there's so many variables, it's hard to predict. In the very least, we can shine with a resignment, contentment with the now, and an ability to be patient with whatever the future gives us. Just keep our heads together, and in that we shine. And then lots of people are keeping their heads together, seeing what the future is bringing, and we can synchronize our dance, metaphorically. And if we face the harshest of times, then we face the harshest of times. No reason to panic, either way.
But it's sure a questionable future, the way things are right now. Like, it's a big question where we're going from here, how we're going to get through this.
Well, yes, there's grand horror in the future, and we've been stupid for a long time, and we don't have food growing everywhere, and we've populated while being dependent on a lie, essentially. And so we do have the harshest time, and everyone's going to get a taste of what it's like to be a hospice worker. At the same time, no matter what horrors the future may bring, we can keep our heads together, and when we keep our heads together, maybe we can be surprised and have little miracles and not degrade into what Hollywood has tried so hard to make us fall into. Maybe we can come up with something that's beautiful and free.
I agree.